Hey everyone, this is Jeffrey from Honda Morristown, and behind me I have a 2021 Hatchback Civic Sport. Now, it is just a lot of fun to drive, I'm not gonna lie to you, and that's actually one of the things that I want to highlight on here. There are multiple things that I have to say about this car, including who I think it is a really good fit for, and I'm gonna get to that, so let's just jump right in. So starting off, again, this is a used 2021 Hatchback Civic Sport. Now, for anyone who is not super familiar with Honda, I do just want to mention one thing. Honda is known for, in my book, two main things outside of just quality of their vehicles and the amount of fun it is to drive, and that is reliability and safety. Why I'm mentioning those, I will circle back to, but before I do, I want to point out this here. So this is a hatchback Civic. Civic has two main body styles, one being a hatchback that has kind of more of this look to it, and then a more classic sedan style where instead of having that hatchback, it does just have a regular trunk. I'll have to get one of those up here too, but I want to take this one out first because personally I have a little bit of a preferred look here. I like the hatchback Civic, not only because of the way it looks, but because of the functionality. So with the hatchback, it does open up nice and easy, one hand as per usual, and you get all of this space. I really like that. Now, the non-hatchback Civics do have a good sized trunk as well, but you do get just a little bit extra with that hatchback, especially considering these seats actually do fold down. And then at that point, you're basically taking almost the entire back half of the car and turning that into a storage space, which honestly, not too shabby for a little car. And it is really not that big. It's small, it's quick, it's a lot of fun to drive. And again, very easy to close, barely have to push that there. So as we continue around here, if you do have any questions or there's anything specific that you want to see, as per usual, please let me know. You can either leave a comment here, or you can always call the store here and ask for me, and I'll do everything that I can to answer as many questions as I can in a timely manner. Or you are always welcome to come take a test drive yourself and ask me in person. That is always welcome. So we're gonna jump inside here, but before we do want to show, so it does have the push button lock here. You can hear it locked there. And it does have the proximity lock that I really enjoy too. You'll watch, I don't even have to like put my hand all the way around the handle. It'll unlock, so I'll be quiet so you can hear it. So you can hear there, I didn't even have to touch the handle and it opened. Now, as we come inside, it does have cloth seats here. It does have some leather trimming there. Now, some of that, the seats, it does have to do with what the trim is and what is available on the trims on the ear. This is a 2021 and it is a sport. We haven't had it very long either, which is something that I am going to mention later for one specific reason. So as I come inside here, you will note one thing right away, being that yes, it is a little bit of a smaller vehicle, but there's also not really a ton here in terms of buttons and all that stuff, which if you know me, I don't mind. I'm not a huge car tech person unless it's, super crazy. I like a more simple thing. That is something with the Civics. Civics tend to be a little bit more straightforward, kind of a little bit more thought of as, simple to the point. Honda's way of putting it is sort of simple and something. Very straightforward, user-friendly. I think it's great, and I really appreciate it myself. It does have push button start. Fires right up. You'll see the nice screen pop up. It does have single zone climate control, but it is a very efficient one. It's got just the simple knobs. Turn off and on with the push of a button. You can hear it kick on there. You can adjust temperature, fan speed, all at the turn of a knob, and then again, push button on and off. Simple shifter, does have an eco mode for improving on an already really efficient car. All kinds of things. Does have a backup camera as well, which for Honda, it does have that 3-view camera, which is great. Now, why I mentioned we haven't had it very long is we haven't filled it up yet. So you can see we are almost out of gas. And we still have a range of 32 miles. That means that we are well, given the average fuel there per gallon, we are only about a single gallon in here, and I can still drive 30 miles. Now, that seems crazy to me. Again, given that I have not owned a car, I've been driving CRVs and other SUVs and trucks for years. It just seems kind of crazy to me to get that kind of mileage. Yeah, but the Civic is very, very good. It is also incredibly safe, which brings me to kind of my final thoughts on the Civic, as there's not really a ton of things to show off on the inside, at least not on this model. Some of the other trims, like the Touring or the Hybrid Touring on the 2025s, have a little bit more in terms of features. But this year in this trim, pretty simple and straightforward. It does have the fun little under storage. I do really like this. It's kind of fun. But I'm gonna pop outside here and give my thoughts. Okay, sorry, my hand there's right up in the camera. So for me, your safety feature there is running. For me, I really, really like the Civic. And I really, really like the Civic for two main reasons. One, in addition to the, fact that it's a Honda, it's very, very reliable, and it's kind of run a long time, it's very efficient in terms of size and fuel economy. It's got great mileage. I mean, the 2025 hybrids get something crazy like almost 50 miles to a gallon, which is nuts. Plus, with it being a hatchback, you get all of that storage space in a very small package as well. The other part of it being that it is very fun to drive. It feels very sporty. It's incredibly responsive. Part of that being because it is a smaller frame. I really enjoy that it is very responsive, very, very quick. It feels almost like a sports car. But because it's a Honda, it also has a lot of extra safety features in there. Personally, I think this would be a great option for anyone who is, maybe on the younger side of things that want a little bit more of that sporty feel. They really want to feel like the cool kid in high school driving like a sports car without it really being a sports car. They don't need to know that. It's got lots of airbags. Honda is one of the front runners in terms of safety technology, and the Civics are no exception to that. Now, personally, you could just take my word for it, but I'd rather you come down, try it out for yourself, and see what all the hype is about. So, do feel free, come on down. Honda Morristown, Tennessee. But I will leave you with this one last image of the 2021 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport.